the crazy thing is they looked at it and they were like, oh, there's Jenny. And I was like, okay, you see Mom? And they're like, there's Ian. And they couldn't find me.
What about your kids? Have they, I know Jenny, your daughters are older, but have either of your kids watched the show? Or are they're going to watch for the podcast?
My kids have all, I think they've all watched it, but they're excited to listen to the podcast for sure. Tori, have your kids watched it yet?
So I put scenes on for my kids when they were a little bit younger. And the crazy thing is they looked at it and they were like, oh, there's Jenny. And I was like, okay, you see Mom? And they're like, there's Ian. And they couldn't find me. And you guys, I was showing them a scene when I did not have red hair. I had blonde hair. I didn't look that different.
No.
And I suddenly was like, oh, shoot.
Wow.
Like, how would you not recognize me? So that was like the hard truth. But they really they started watching more of it when we did BH 90210 because they were so excited. And all of our kids, came to Vancouver at some point and got to hang together, which was so cool because for us, that is like the next generation. Like it was, here we are, we started as kids, we were all together, and then our kids all became friends and we're together. I mean, our kids are friends in real life, but the whole cast. But they started going back and starting at season 1, so.
Are there any haircuts or fashions or storylines that either of you are a little bit dreading to relive, or are you just going to embrace it?
So
100%.
many. I mean, Tori, we had so many. I wasn't going to say it. We had so many haircuts, hairstyles.
Oh my gosh. And I had so many hair colors.
Yeah,
I liked the red.
Was blonde.
I liked the red.
You did?
Yeah.
That's, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm a blonde at heart, but so many hairstyles, so many fashion choices. Wow. I know my favorite hairstyle you had.
What was
The
it?
soccer mom one?
You had some very short hair at one point, Jenny. You did, but you rocked it.
I was going for the pixie look. Apparently, Miss Spelling didn't approve of it.
We literally, before she did it, I was like, she's like, I'm going to cut my hair. I'm like, no. And she was showing me, and I was like, no, I don't think you should do that. And then sure enough, when she did it, I was like, okay, well, that's a soccer mom look.
Well, these are the things people are going to get to hear on the podcast, which will be so exciting. Are we going to what about storylines? Are there any storylines that you remember while you were doing, like, I never want to watch this scene again, or anything like that? Because, I mean, Kelly went through the ringer, as we know.
I have a very bizarre, bad memory, so it's going to be like I'm watching the show for the first time, and I really mean that. I don't remember everything that we did. I don't remember, I would say 90% of what we did. So I'm looking forward to just going back and seeing it and like appreciating it from a different perspective now.
But it's so funny if you remind her of like the scene and storyline, then all of a sudden she remembers even more things. Like you remember crazy details that no one would remember, but it just, yeah. So it'll be fun to jog her memory. I can't wait.